everyone, it's Linda McKenna from Golden Rule Senior Placement Services coming to you today with Tuesday Talks. Well, it couldn't be more appropriate that it falls today on Veterans Day, today being November 11th for Tuesday Talks, but also the day after that we just celebrated the 250th birthday or anniversary of the Marine Corps. So what better time that we need to discuss what our topic this particular week is. November is Military Family Month, and we're going to discuss honoring veterans and their families for their acts of service and dedication in our country and freedom, and the what it benefits for them as they need care and age. We work with a lot of veterans. In fact, today we're meeting with a veteran for his next steps in his quality of life. And he's really special to me and to our company, that we're feeling that we can make a difference in his life. And the assisted living where he's going to, actually he's going independently, is embracing it just the same. And it's taken a village to make this happen. So the senior living community where he's going to has a lot of veterans, and actually he went there today along with us and celebrated Veterans Day amongst his new friends, and embracing him for new changes for his future. So thank you so much for the team at the assisted living, senior living community, and for all those others on the village that is that's partaking in making this happen successfully. So November's Military Family Month, and we take this opportunity to appreciate the continuous sacrifices and contributions of our military families. The observance recognizes the challenge family members face in support of their loved ones in uniform. Without their commitment and dedication, it would be impossible for our military to remain organized and focused. They are our patriots who support their family members while enriching the communities what they call home. This month honors the parents and children who stay behind and love their family members on active duty to protect the interests of their nation. It really breaks my heartstrings, or really tugs at my heartstrings rather, is when we see Tunnels to Towers and all these wonderful organizations that supports our military. And to hear the story of what our military men and women have gone through and sustained during wartime or being involved in the military is something that they live with for the rest of their lives, and not only physically but mentally. So this is a time that we need to embrace. It shouldn't just be this month. It should not just be this day for Veterans Day. It should be all the time, is to really embrace our military veterans, ones that are in active duty currently, but also the families that are standing behind them as well, and encourage them to continue on. The history of Military Family Month is the dedication and courage of military families are an inspiration to all of us. They show exceptional resilience and courage in facing the challenging demands of a military lifestyle. And for these unique sacrifices, these military families deserve all the recognition and appreciation. In 1996, the U.S. government, along with the Armed Services YMCA, established Military Families Month. Each year, the president signs a proclamation declaring November as Military Families Month. This annual proclamation honors the commitments and sacrifices made by the families of our nation's service members. Some Military Family Month frequently asked questions. What does it mean to be a military family? Military families have one or more family members on duty in the military branches of the nation, and thus know what service to their country means. What should I include in my Military Family Month care packet? Typically, the packet comes with a letter from the president and suggestion for activities, and there are also projects to give toys and little gifts to the family members of the deployed soldiers. I think that's wonderful. It's not only recognizing the actual military veterans and ones that are in active duty, but actually recognizing what is they left behind while they are fighting for our country's freedom. What are the branches of the U.S. military? The U.S. military has 6 components: the Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, Navy, and recently Space Force. 5 facts about military families. 1, there are 84,000 military personnel couples. These couples get deployed at the same time, leaving their young children in the care of their extended families. 2, service members divorce less frequently. The military divorce rate was 3.1% in 2014 and is 3.6% in the civilian divorce rate. 3, service members start families early. Service members are more likely to get married and have children at a younger age as compared to civilians. 4, male military spouses. Only 5% of the military members that stay behind are men. 5, relocation rate is very high. Military families relocate every 2 to 3 years, which is 10 times more often than civilian families. The undertaking of relocating has a lot to do on the household, especially if there's children involved, there's schooling, it's rerouting them into new communities and all. And it has a lot to do on the spouse also in making sure that everything is cohesive with their children. So there's a lot of sacrifice, not only of the veteran and active member, but also the family of the military. Why is Military Family Month important? Military families are our unsung heroes. The dedication and contributions of military families often go unnoticed. Without their contributions, the military won't be able to survive, which is why this month honors all the members of their families. 2, they deserve to be honored. Families of service members face constant stress and obstacles with their spouses or parents or when they are deployed. Taking care of everything single-handedly, worrying about their spouse's salary can be physically and psychologically overwhelming. A little show of appreciation is the least we can do to honor them. 3, appreciation events are held. Events are organized all month long to honor the military families. Many organizations host dinners, webinars, and educational opportunities to thank the families for our service members. And during today, being Veterans Day, there's a lot of restaurants that actually offer free dining, maybe lunch or dinner, to veterans or even active duty men and women, military, that as long as they prove what branch they're in and that they are a veteran, that they get recognized and get a complimentary meal. Something as simple, and a lot of people don't realize it. When you see somebody out there, retired military veteran, that's wearing a hat, that's sporting a hat from World War II, Korea, and then also all the Gulf Wars and Vietnam, go up to them and say thank you for their service. That little gesture means monumental gratification to them, to be recognized. There's a lot of our veterans that came home from war and were not recognized for their time spent away, and was unnoticed. So it takes a second just to go up to them, look at them in their eye and say, thank you for your service. I can't tell you, I was privy to it a lot with my dad, who's Navy World War II. And when people came up to him in a restaurant, out and about, it meant so much to him. And he would say, thank you, and you're welcome. So that little gesture might seem not big to you, but it's big to them. How to observe Military Family Month. Thank our military families. Say thank you. Thank the military families for their sacrifices. You could write them a personal thank you note or even post your gratitude on social media. Use # Military Family Month to post on social media. 2, volunteer your time. Offer any help to show your support. Offer to babysit, cut the grass, run errands for military spouses who are taking care of everything all alone. Just ask for your military families how you can support them. 3, participate in activities to honor the families. Military families are honored with many events throughout the month of November. Many organizations in your town or city host dinners, webinars. Participate in these events to show your appreciation for the military families. We all know in our community who the military families are. In my particular community in Florida, we have an incredible contractor, home contractor, that really volunteers his services a lot to veterans. And you know who I'm talking about, Barrett, is the fact that how wonderful that he really gives of himself, being a military man himself, but also to the ones that are in active duty and to the veterans that have retired from the forces. So thank you, Barrett, for doing your duty still on and on. With all that being said, it's Thanksgiving month, November, and it's also Military Family Month. Today is Veterans Day. Yesterday was the 250th birthday of our Marine Corps, but it should be every day that we should recognize our veterans and also their families. There is special guidances and stipends that military men and women are able to obtain when moving into senior living or living back at home. That's something that I can help you with you being my client and helping you into the next steps and next chapter in your lives. And may it be that it's within senior living. So with no further ado, thank you so much for all that you have done, veterans and your families. And please go visit my website. It is www.goldenruleseniorplacement.com. There you will find our information, how to get in contact with us, my bio. Also, you will find testimonials, various options, resources, and a whole library of all these video talks of Tuesday Talks. So please feel free to go and meander through it. In the meanwhile, thank you for having me in your home on such a special day and during such a special month. Thank you again, and I look forward to you next week, which is actually going to recognize Family Stories Month and Family Caregivers and Alzheimer's Disease Month. So that's what we're going to recognize next week for Tuesday Talks. To no further ado, thank you. Have a blessed day, and thank you for all that you do. Bye-bye now.